G'day guys, how you going? So today what we're going to talk about is biodiversity. And you probably don't know what that word is, so let's start with the definition. Biodiversity is the variety of different species in a given ecosystem or the earth. What that means is the number of different living things in a particular environment, right? And keeping a high biodiversity is good. That's what we're looking for, because if we keep a high biodiversity, it'll secure our food and medicines for the future, which is ideal. However, there are four main human activities that are actually reducing biodiversity, and these are the four that you need to know. Number one is we produce a lot of waste. This waste ends up in landfill or in the ocean, where it either takes away habitat or kills organisms, and by killing organisms we reduce biodiversity. Okay, so waste reduces biodiversity. Number two is deforestation. If we are cutting down forests, what we do for land, for farmland, or for wood for building houses, that's less habitats for organisms. And if there are less habitats for organisms, they die off, right? Which means biodiversity falls. Alternatively, feeds into this one a little bit, which is land use, right? To keep you in the lifestyle to which you've become accustomed, we need a lot of land. To feed the billions of people on the earth, we need a lot of farmland. So to have a lot of farmland in order to feed us, we need to cut down forests or clear that space in order to use it. And so with humans using more and more land, we reduce habitats more and more, which reduces biodiversity. If it's a city or a farm, no longer places where organisms could live like they used to. So they die off. And lastly is global warming. If we have a rise in sea levels through production of greenhouse gases, effectively what happens is there's less habitats for organisms, which means they start to die off. Biodiversity falls. All right. So the next question is, if these four things are all because of humans, well, how do we protect biodiversity? And lucky for us, there are four major ways that England is doing this. And I thought I'd get a little bit patriotic for this slide as well. So in England, there are four major ways that we help protect biodiversity. Number one is through breeding programs. If there's rare or endangered organisms that we're trying to conserve or protect, we take them into the zoo where they have sex. When they have sex, they produce a whole lot of babies, don't release them. We let these babies grow and then put them back in the wild, and therefore we increase biodiversity back up again. Secondly, we protect habitats. If we protect rare habitats, then effectively we won't clear them, we won't log them, which means that the habitats are maintained and organisms don't die off, thus increasing or helping keep biodiversity nice and high. This feeds into this next one, which is reducing deforestation. If we reduce deforestation, we keep those habitats, keep biodiversity nice and high. And lucky last is something we can all do, and that's recycling. If instead of putting our waste in the bin, if we recycle it and reuse it, we have less landfill, we have less animals actually dying because of our waste, and we help keep biodiversity high. And that is exactly what we're going for. So these four things, or these four ways, are how England is trying to protect biodiversity. All right, guys, have a good one. I'll catch you later.